Hello baby gangsters, this is Calvin, also known as Ormos, and this is my first ever playthrough of Genshin Impact. This has been one of the greatest times in this game. It's always a great time when you go to a new region. This place is just completely gigantic, and it's one of those things where it's like, yeah, Inazuma felt gigantic, Liyue felt gigantic, even Mondstadt when I first entered felt gigantic, but there's something about the scale of Sumeru that feels like it goes on forever. It feels like it does go on forever. First of all, I do have an extra fate here. Oh, 6 of them. Oh yeah, because I know what we got this for. So might as well do these, yeah, because you can get them every month, and also we got one from leveling up Barbara. So let's see what we can get out of this. We haven't wished in a while, and that's literally just because I'm at a state now where I have, like, so many good characters. So many good characters that, like, wishing for any more, yeah, obviously, like, reruns is a good idea, and getting, like, constellations for characters too is also a great idea. But I'm just, like, so over the moon with the fact that, like, we have a set of characters that I can be so happy with. And every time I play this game, I look at them and I'm like, man, I'm, like, the luckiest person in the world. So lucky. And here's the thing, with this, like, generally, you could, like, end up getting nothing out of this. You know what I mean? You end up getting nothing out of this. And that's why I kind of, like, I find fun sometimes. Like, I mentioned that before that I think losing a 50-50 in this game, to me, sometimes feels like, you know, when you get, like, oh, that was fast. Okay, 4-star. That was way fast. Oh my god! Okay, I'll take a rerun of Sayu, you kidding me? Or like, not a rerun, a constellation of Sayu. Frick yeah. 110%, we'll take that. Really awesome. That's a constellation for Sayu. We have a character we actually are leveling up. That's awesome. But yeah, I mentioned how, like, I don't usually get upset by losing the stuff in this game and 50-50 and stuff like that, because it's always nice to see, like, who might we get. And we've gotten some good characters off a loss in 50-50. I think Eula was a loss on a 50-50, right? And Mona was a loss on a 50-50. Jean, who we use all the time as well. Like, you can get some really good characters on a loss of a 50-50, but sometimes it can be very upsetting for people too, because, you know, a lot of people are looking for a very specific character, like I was in the past too. So I totally understand that feeling also. Yeah, so today we're going to be heading on to the port. There's also that mission over there with Rana that, like, is, you guys told me apparently is very, very long. It's very, very long. I found this out a little bit later, because when I first went to it, I was like, you know, the presentation is incredible. Wait, is this new? It's very new. A rune drake, a rune machine that can absorb energy and hurl it back as an attack. What in the hell? Oh my god, it's new. But yeah, you guys were, like, saying, like, a few of you guys are saying it was really new. Some of you guys are memeing saying it's, like, the shortest quest in the world. Yeah, we'll figure out what to do. We'll figure out what to do as we're going along. I'm just having the time of my life right now, going through Sumeru, meeting new characters. It's so good meeting new characters, isn't it? We have a really powerful team, and eventually we will have to, like, level up our world rank. I think just right now, like, I'm focusing on making sure I have all my characters being as powerful as possible, because I'm not as good of a player as I'd always want to be. Like, I'm better than I was, I think, for sure. But I feel like, you know, I am, like, I want to make sure I'm fully ready, I'm fully confident when we start raising that level, because at that point, you know, there's not a lot of going back at that point. And you also get more rewards for leveling up your adventure rank as well. I never want to be down on myself when I talk about, like, how good I am or whatever like that, because I feel like I have gotten better for sure. If I hadn't, you know, you'd want to quit, wouldn't you? But I appreciate this game, you know, I appreciate it a lot. I really do. And I appreciate the progression system in this game, and I also appreciate the patience that people have. Oh my god, like, in the... Does this feel different all of a sudden, like the hazy mist? It's the withering. What am I talking about? No, is it the withering? No, there's withering over here. There is. I was like, what the hell? I was like, wow, this feels different. Are they rune monsters? What is even happening anymore? I love the withering mechanic, not because of, like, what it's doing, because of course it's not a good thing that the withering is even a thing. What's cool about the withering is that you get to see something that you directly did for this world right away. And to me, that's, like, an indescribably awesome feeling. It kind of reminds me of, like, you know, why I would love, like, games like growing up. It's like, I always loved when games would show you, hey, look at the effect that you had in this world. Look what you did. And it's like a direct effect, and you can see it on the world. It's really, really neat. And Genshin's really good at doing that. Like, I think better than most games at doing that thing. Better than most games at like showing you exactly who you've helped, what you've changed, how the world is now. They're really good at that stuff. And they do that through so many different quests and things like that. I enjoy it a lot.
Everybody stand back.
The wind knows me.
And I feel like people are gonna have like, you know, 1,000,001 different ideas of what they like from Genshin. Like every single time, like, I do a quest in Genshin Impact or any type of quest, a story quest, a world quest, even some Archon quests. You have like part of the comment section will always be like, oh, this wasn't my favorite thing in the world, which is always fair. You don't have to like enjoy something that you're not, you know, that you're not enjoying. You can't force yourself to enjoy something. And then also like on the same thing, those same people who didn't really enjoy that one will probably say in another comment section, again, fairly, that they love this one that other people don't enjoy. And that's what's so cool about Genshin. It offers like such a wide variety of like stuff to do and stuff to see. I love that. Look at this. Look, it makes me feel so good. That makes me feel so good. And I appreciate it that way.
What trinkets lie veiled within this desolate plain?
You tell them. What trinkets do lie in this desolate plain? Is there a Seal of Orichalcos over here? Probably is. It's right there, actually. Yeah, we can go up and get that. But yeah, we'll figure out what we're doing. You know what I mean? There's no rush. I mean, no, like panic.
Into the wind.
I'm just really enjoying Sumeru right now. Maybe, I wonder if we go up a little bit higher? What do you guys think? I say we should go up a tiny. Maybe if we like. You know what? Who would be able to do this like in 2 seconds instead of like doing a load of different tricks? Take out our boy. I love this backdrop so much. Why are you taking me out of the shell?
Swan Fury.
I shouldn't be here. I cannot wait. We can level this guy up really, really soon. Scaramouche will be leveled up and he's going to be like a main member on the team. As soon as I have Barbara like fully like to where I want her to be, like she already has her 5-star artifacts and everything like that, so she's grand. And I think for, let's see, I don't know what artifacts he takes, but where do we get like say this stuff? Stardust Exchange. This stuff, we can just find it in terms of flowers. This stuff, yeah, there. I'm collecting this whenever I can. We need to kill the boss to be able to do that, so I might actually, at some point, go see what that boss is, so we can just have it so I can fight it over and over again, and we will just be fighting it over and over again. That's the plan. Oh, we can't miss this.
Relax.
Relax. Relax. You know, relax. That's all you have to do is relax. Oh, we should do our constellation as well. Yep. I'm just very excited. I'm very excited for meeting new characters. Just saying hello to like old characters. I'm sure we'll see Calais again. Look at Sumeru City. It's so beautiful. Such a pretty place. Is it only Dendro that that activates with this? Let's take out our Nahida's boys. Yeah, I mentioned like it was so cool, like finally realizing that voice. And I think it was just because we hadn't used Nahida for so long, and then like hearing her voice again, it kind of made sense. It's like, okay, that was the voice we heard at the end of the video. Because I think everyone was kind of like, oh, you definitely heard this person before, which I think is very cool. Is this just a way? Oh, this is not like for a prize or anything. I think this is literally just to give you some traversal stuff, which I appreciate quite a bit. So we went around here, we went and explored here. I want to then get this domain, actually. Because you never know what you're going to need for a little domain. What's up ahead? Looks like someone's surrounded by hilly churls. What? What do you mean? Maybe that's part of the main mission or something? Where's the domain we can unlock this in? But yeah, my whole exploration philosophy when it comes to this game, when it comes to Sumeru, is going to be like the idea that like... you know, like when you like if I order food, like I'm going to explore this domain. I don't want to order a different meal yet. Like, yeah, it's getting sidetracked. I love doing that. We will get sidetracked a lot. It's 100% going to happen. But it's one of those things where it's more like, sections of the map. I want to finish the dinner before we have like dessert, before we have a snack, you know, all this stuff. You know what I mean? Like before we do all, you know, I want to make sure we're like, and of course we're going to be doing different quests that are going to take us there to different places. This is such a gorgeous area. These enemies are really cool. Are they enemies or are they friends? Well, they seem friendly when they're not with the other boys, right? They seem friendly when they're not with them. See what I mean? We get sidetracked as soon as we see some enemies.
I see everything.
She sees everything.
Let's dance.
And we're gonna switch very quickly to our boy.
Rain outlines your fate.
Well, actually, switch to the boy, who is like usually our main DPS player. No offense to Xingqiu. I think we obviously use Xiao a lot more as a DPS. Even though Xingqiu is like very good. Like, I think I unintentionally underrate Xingqiu a lot. And you guys have said that before, and I agree. I do agree. I think I have, like, in the past, not used him to his fullest potential all the time. I'll fully agree.
Useless.
Yeah, oh, here we go.
Come on, we can do it.
We can do it.
Let the show begin.
Oh, wait, she didn't...
Useless.
Is the reason she didn't get, like, slapped around the place because I actually have upgraded her artifacts a little bit? Like, she didn't... Or is it because there's a barrier up against her? Yeah. Obviously, like, with these, we're going to use different teams for this thing. I'm trying to develop, like, maybe a hyper balloon team very soon. That's the plan. I know it's not fun always to watch someone who... Like, because clearly I didn't account for this
It's not my concern.
when I was playing this game. You know, I didn't account for the fact that, like, we weren't going to be able to use our usual strategy of Fischl. This is the first time Fischl's not been on our team, by the way. Which is, something. But I feel like it's more disrespectful to have her on a team that she can't be used. Just activate it? Yeah. Great stuff. Yeah, no, I just wanted to have the domain activated. Oh, this is gorgeous. This is super pretty stuff.
Grow.
Is there more around here? There seems to be like these little things where they're like more sparse apart, like spared apart, I guess. Like there's one here. And where's the other one then? Over here? Yeah. Is there another one? Or is that it? No, there's one here. Yeah, you guys were like confirming what I said, that there is like I guess like a is it wait. No, it's in order. My bad. So it's one. Yeah. So it's this one over here first. One. Two. But we're gonna have to start again anyway, so. Yeah, so we start with this one over here, then 1, 2, 3, 4. Such a beautiful place. 1. Music is gorgeous here too. 2. Share the knowledge. That's 4 over here. There we go. Nice way to get these chests. It's so weird to run around with Nahida because she's so small, you know?
Find anything you like?
And she's not like a ninja like Sayu, so like, you know, it doesn't offset it. So I guess like we could definitely head down here towards the port. In fact, 100% we could. Yeah. Port, I'm coming. Coming to talk to you. We should definitely change our party for these enemies up here. Who? We haven't used Eula in a while. And Eula was like, I feel like Eula was like main character the whole time. And Official's back on the team. We miss you, Official.
By royal decree. Shut up.
Crazy damage. Again, I feel like Eula is like really good for me when she's like in a boss battle. Like one-on-one with a boss, she rips apart bosses. She's been like one of my favorite things to level up characters. And then like I feel like when it comes to like multiple enemies at once, who I like using is either Xiao or Kazuha. But the thing is, like with those characters too, is that like I'll use Kazuha for like, yes, multiple enemies, but then like I'll usually break out Xiao whenever we're fighting like a rune hunter sometimes, you know? So these are like the treasure hoarders of this land. I guess they have different outfits because like, you know, a different area.
Eye for an eye.
Let's go. You're getting Eula right now. And we have a really good weapon on Eula too, you know? It's hard not to love her. Just a great character. Oh, and the new banner's coming out soon. The houses are really cool too here, aren't they? Sorry guys, I should probably be killing you.
Phantasmagoria. Crush.
And this is Eula not even like fully upgraded, right? Like we still have like so much to like do with Eula.
Beg for mercy.
Music is fantastic, isn't it? Like she still has a lot of artifacts to level up too. It's such a different place, isn't it? It's such a different place. In like the best way possible. I love the contrast. I feel like this is a leap, isn't it? It's a leap. Oh. Oh, there's an enemy up here. Can we sneak? Oh, we cannot sneak up with them. Well, we could. But let's just like...
That's close enough.
That is... You know what? I would agree if it was close enough. But I'm being respectful to all people. Oh, we can't get the chest anyway. I don't know why I'm going up here.
Shut up. Rain cutter. No, my sword.
I always say that. Know my sword.
Rack and ruin.
Rack and ruin. I always say it. And I always say that. Okay, buddy. You showed off, now I'll show off a bit, okay? See, this thing, like, I never want to, like, you know, feign arrogance in this game because, like, I, like, you know,
Eye for an eye.
I'm definitely not, like, the best at combat, but it's fun to, like, joke around sometimes. I remember I played Pokemon years ago, and, like, when I play Pokemon, if anyone knows my Pokemon playthroughs, I get very, very aggressive in, like, not in a serious way, though. And a lot of people know I'm not being serious. Like, I'll be, like, you know, get really super like funnily competitive, you know, and it's really fun for me because like it's one of those games that like it like because it's such a fun experience, it doesn't feel like I'm like, you know, I go like, oh this I hate this Vaporeon, you know, because it's like, okay, I'm never gonna see this Vaporeon again, you know. I think I remember one time someone being like, so you're just actually really cocky all the time, and I'm like, bro, it's Pokemon. I'm not cocky about anything in my life. I'm just playing some Pokemon. I just insulted a Vaporeon, please. And I think I probably called it a cheater even though I never cheated, you know? But that's fun for me sometimes, it's funny. Let's switch, because we're going to be fighting a big rune guard, let's switch to also Q. We could also use Xiao. In fact, yeah, we should use Xiao. So we could use Gene Squad? What a team. This was our original team.
Oz, reveal thyself.
Evil conquering.
These villagers are not going to really last against a lamenting Xiao. It doesn't work like that, guys. Lamenting Xiao doesn't work like that. I like the way they have all these rune hunters gathered up, which is really cool. A nice little touch. Should we need a fire character? What am I doing? Well, we can swap anyway. We can swap Sing Show for Benny. That was the point of this team all along. Or we could use Toma. Oh, Toma still needs to level up.
Want me on your team?
Forgot about that.
Off we go.
So these are gonna burn up now. This is so cool. It's almost like a ritual. A Skywatch! A rune machine that can absorb energy and hurl it back as an attack. The Rune Drake Skywatch can periodically release out a dangerous torrent of energy, increasing its own elemental resistance against the previous main type elemental damage it suffered. Until various circumstances, so it can like build up a resistance. Let's get all these. Let's get all these gems. So it can build a resistance to... That's actually a really neat concept.
Come, sever knife from Barbados. Guide us.
Oh, it's... Okay, so... Official's gonna have to do a lot of this. It's really cool design though, isn't it? I love the overgrown forest in the background as well. You coming down? Maybe I have to get it in its core of its heart. Like in its stomach. Because I've been shooting, I shot the head and the stomach a few times now. Jesus, calm down.
Let's light it up.
Calm down. Okay, as soon as possible to get this damage in. Don't even think about it. Yeah, get the tail. The tail's probably the most important part to get.
Wind, hear me. Everybody stand back.
Yeah, like the resistances are gonna like... I wonder how that will play into in the future, maybe with like a boss battle or something. Because like obviously, like if they're in the field, they're not gonna be too dangerous, right? But I wonder how that's gonna play up in later on. You know?
Why would anyone want...
Forget
Get it. It's not my concern.
Did we get mail? We did get mail. Thank you. Thank you for the mail. We also got achievements. Again, once again, I have no idea what the next banner is at all. It's usually like, I usually hear some murmurs about the next banner if it's a case of like, people think I'm going to really like it. So I'm imagining that whatever the next banner is, which I don't want to know. I'm guessing oh, he's in a tree. We'll let him be. We'll let him be. Oh. He said no. How about don't let me be? Bro, you could have lived. You could have lived.
Evil conquering.
Oh, I didn't want to do that, but hey, we did it.
Worthless.
Dude could have lived. This little guy could have lived. Literally was letting him live. Look at these mushrooms.
Barbados, guide us.
We have to be careful because we cannot use a pyro character or an electro character. But that is okay. Because we want these fungal spores to level up some characters.
Disappear. Here. Worthless.
We're Genshin fans. Of course we want the fungal spores.
Here.
We're Genshin fans. Of course we lament. We're Genshin fans. That's beautiful. I mean, we kill mushrooms. Okay. Oh my god, he's spinning around. Look at that. That's so neat. That's so neat. You still get your items? No. Okay, so we might let them live.
Go as planned.
So sick. Like Shao, like again, I don't use a character for a while, and then I like use them again, and they're like the craziest, like best character in the world when I use them again. And that's just like absence makes the heart grow even fonder, right? That's what happens. Okay, let's head on to this port now. Man, I can't get over how cool this looks and how much like the scale is so impressive in this game. It's so impressive. I love port towns. I wish I could live in a port town. But that's just dreams. Me and Shao get a little shack on the water. Live a life together. No kids. Maybe one kid. We'd call him Reginald. He'd be a bit boring, but at least he's not getting in trouble. Then we'd try out different lamenting ways of living. Up and down, side to side, lament every day. Shao. Imagine, I just don't, like, again, like, to me it's kind of crazy. And again, NASA said this, not me. They were like, oh, they were like, look, they did this thing where they went into their computer and they asked a bunch of aliens, as aliens, do you have the technology to show everyone what a perfect character is? And they were like, okay, let's generate it. And like Shao Official came up as well. Like Scaramouche was there. Look at this, it's so cool, like the port town. Oh, this is so neat. It's a freaking port, it's actually a port town, but like it's still in the style of Sumeru. Did you know the Sumter Beast in the port is port we're all raised by my dad? Wow, your dad is amazing. Of course, what about your dad? Does he do anything amazing? My dad, I don't think he's good at anything. He just hangs around the home all day playing cards and having sunbathes. Does that mean your family doesn't even have a Sumter Beast? Yeah, we don't. There are people in the Sumter Beast who often are come looking for my dad. But they would soon take the Sumter Beast away and leave us for nothing for us. What? Why? So I've always been curious. Sumter Beasts look like huge loaves of bread. Do they taste as good as buttered bread too? Maybe. My family has lots of big ships at sea, so we eat fish every day, all kinds of fish, and I'm getting sick of it. Poor you. I haven't eaten Sumter Beasts either, but I can ask my father if he can spare one for you. Really, you're the best. That's so nice. The father's probably gonna say no, but we can deal with it. Usually we should talk to the first people we see what they're all about, but I guess they aren't talking, so that's fine. And this is so neat. This is so cool. Oh yeah, we should activate the actual quest itself, right? So we know where we're going. Nope, man with a dog up here. So it's this way. Yeah, you can go both ways here. For sure, but I guess we'll go the normal way. I love the way, yeah, like this is something you don't really have in, like you won't see this in Inazuma, you know, this type of style. You won't see it in Liyue, you won't see it in Mondstadt. You're a carpenter? Thanks to the blessings of the Lesser Order Kusanali, the newly arrived wood is very sturdy and barely has any quality issues. And you are? Good day, I'm the carpenter. If you need any woodwork done, I'm your guy. I handle everyone's carpentry needs around here. Fair prices and reliable quality guaranteed. The newly arrived wood is really something firm, durable, and has a beautiful texture. If you'd like to let me build you something with this lumber, you'd better make up your mind quick. This is a blessing of the Lesser Order Kusanali. I must make sure every piece is made up into quality products. So there are people around the place, yeah, that actually think about Lesser Order Kusanali. The fact that the Sumeru people are living in a place where trees and flowers flourish instead of struggling with barren deserts, all thanks to the kindness of Lord Kusanali. Greater Lord Rukadevata left roots and nutrients to Sumeru, which have now been inherited and protected by the Lesser Lord Kusanali. I should get up my I'll actually probably ask that person again if you're I can ask them later to maybe put up the pronunciation guide again because it gets lost in the comments. I should screenshot it like when I was an idiot. So now all our harvests have been born from her mercy, and since I live by carpentry, which closely related to trees, I'm even more grateful to the Dendro Archon. Man, it feels like, when like finding out Nihida was like the Dendro Archon, to me felt like, when you find out your friend is like a local celebrity or something. You're like, oh, that was you? And finding out that people like her a lot too. I love getting a little bit of information out of people. A know-it-all? Let's go. The music is so freaking great. Like, it's so, like, germane to this area, right? And so important to this area.
Come and have a good look yourself. Traditional spices of the highest quality, made with pride and experience.
You've got a deal. I can't.
A lot of
thank you
deals being
enough
made here
for
then, like a lot
always
of, like,
looking after my business.
like, yeah, like business, yeah.
Believe me, I'm not making this up. Several Eremite mercenary groups are nearly in open conflict, but does the core of 30 care? And that's not all. Did you know that...
Wow. Talk about hurly-burly.
Hurly-burly?
Busy. Guess that's only to be expected for the largest port in Sumeru. Maybe it's because of what Dia told us earlier, but Paimon can't seem to shake the feeling that there's also danger lurking in these crowds.
Yeah, we felt that in Sumeru City as well, Paimon, at least I did. Like, we felt like, oh, this is a beautiful place, but there's something, you know, kind of creeping up.
Ooh. Let's get our bearings so we can start looking for leads.
Great idea.
We know that whatever the Academia lost is related to the gods. But other than that, we don't have much else to go on.
Which is fine. We'll find out some stuff.
Osvan told us to try posing as Academia students while asking around. Paimon checked the Akasha on the way here, and the Academia doesn't seem to have any research facilities in Port Ormos. Paimon doesn't get it. Won't we look even more suspicious going around saying we're Academia students and asking about the stolen item?
Yeah, figuring that out could be crucial for the rest of our investigation here.
Well, given all the people that come through here every day, if there's any information to be found, Paimon bets we could find it in the market. Let's ask around and see what we come up with.
That's the thing, yeah, and these people are so used to, like, you know, observing people around the place so they can see who they can sell to. I'm gonna activate this waypoint, by the way, first. Very conscious choice to have dancers in most areas, by the way. Showing the culture of this world as well. It's really, really cool. Oh, sorry. Look at this. Like the way the light is coming through the trees, coming down in this like walkway up here. Just a really beautiful place. Let's talk to the tailor.
Welcome.
That was the weirdest noise I've ever made, I think. I apologize.
Can I help you too?
Hi there. We would like to ask you a question. Do students from the Academia ever come to Port Ormos?
Of course. Especially around this time of year. Students from Sumeru City that are about to graduate often come to Port Ormos to cut loose a little.
Oh, right, so it's like a kind of like a party place as well? Like a place well, it looks pretty chill, actually.
Many people often talk about how hard it is to get accepted into the academia, let alone graduate. But those who finish their studies and go on to become full-time researchers at the academia have it even harder. Sure, we may not be Sumeru City, but Port Ormos offers beautiful scenery and a stress-free environment. Some even say it's good luck to come to Port Ormos, so students and researchers come flocking here when things get to be too much at the academia. Ah, you see over there? Those are students from the academia.
Maybe even a little worried? They look pretty serious.
They've been looking worried and miserable ever since they got here a few days ago. If you ask me, the life of a merchant is better. So long as the Akasha teaches us what we need, then life is good.
Okay, so she's kind of saying like it's better off to kind of just like
seem to be discussing something.
settle for the
Let's
nice
see if we
life.
can listen in.
Yeah, let's do a little eavesdropping. Well, we had to switch to someone else a little bit shorter. He's way too tall. Who's probably good at this? I think the one who would like here's the thing. Actually, none of these every one of these characters would stand out. So I don't know what I'm saying. Zhao, you can do it if you want.
For newlyweds the most.
It's no good. I've tried asking around, but I haven't been able to learn anything useful. Not to mention that a bunch of scary-looking Eremite mercenaries have been posted along the streets now.
There's been a lot of fighting between the different Eremite factions in Port Ormos. If we choose to move on our own, then it would be wise to steer clear of them. Especially the group that's constantly shouting some stuff about King Deshret and some resurrection. I've even heard that the Citadel of Regzar is starting to get fed up with them. What was that group called again? Ein something or other?
They're called Ein El Ahmar.
Ein
Today,
El Ahmar.
I heard that the thing we're after might be in their possession at the moment.
What are you after?
Wait, come again? Don't you see? Many of the Eremites in Port Ormos deal with trading this kind of thing. They're usually pretty wary of outsiders, but not so with students of the academia. It's because the kind of goods that students are looking for aren't the kind of goods that Eremites are after. As long as they know you're a student, then deals can be made.
Okay, so there's no like crossing wires here.
I've heard that Ein El Hakmar likes to set up shop at the Jafar Tavern. Supposedly, if you're willing to part with 500,000 Mora, they'll give you info on anything.
Wait, did you say 500,000? If information alone costs that much, then how could we ever?
Yeah, but it's a lot of money. It's a lot of money.
Looking for?
We've spent way less on information before, of course.
Trying to graduate this way.
I wouldn't worry too much. Our field of research is very niche. Who else could possibly be after that kind of shady knowledge? I bet it's practically worthless to anyone aside from us.
Say it louder.
Well, I guess that makes sense. Then the only thing left for us now is to find a way in. Why don't we all just pool our money together and pay for the information?
Whoa.
That's smart.
Did you hear that? A niche field of research and shady knowledge? It all sounds pretty suspicious to Paimon.
To Paimon.
Is knowledge something people just buy and sell like
Can I say that every time she does it, it's very suspicious to like she talks about herself like that way, like it always like fills me with joy. You know?
So, what's her plan?
The tavern, yeah?
Wait, didn't you hear what they just said? Buying information is going to cost us 500,000
True.
Have you lost your mind?
But I thought we could like listen in. Yeah, I have lost my mind. I won't let them. Reliable information is worth the price. I won't let them off easy if it turns out to be a scam.
Oh, all right. Paimon never thought she'd agree to parting with that kind of Mora.
Wait, it's a
But
choice?
if you know what you're doing, then we should give it a shot.
Okay. Wait, we might actually have to part with our money. This money that I spent a day getting. I imagine that it's not going to be like that. But yeah, I just thought that maybe we could go to the tavern to listen in and stuff again because we were doing some eavesdropping. But yeah, paying the money is actually pretty crazy. Let's go. Man, like, again, Paimon is like so like good at directing this around the place, right? But I do love those little moments. And we get to walk up the spaces how it's really pretty. We do get those moments of Paimon that I think are just like one of some of my favorites in the game, which like every time she says something we both agree and we think it's like a little bit suspicious, we look to each other. I guess it's not here actually. We give each other a little look of like, did you hear that? We could probably get reimbursed by you know, someone. I'm sure Nahida has some coins around the place. Look at this place, like it's like actually like, well, I guess like what's really cool about Sumeru is that a lot of the like the towns and little areas are like very natural. You know, they have like stone structures like this, but they're like built in natural areas. And kind of it's kind of like they appreciate the natural areas while also like, look at this. Oh my god, is this the whole area? It is. Look at that. Yeah, they like appreciate the natural areas of this world while also building into them. You know what I mean? And like building their areas into them. I freaking love it, man. Even the ships are different. It's just a beautiful place. Let's get to that tavern.
This is the place we heard those students talking about. Let's find a seat somewhere and see if we can spot the group they mentioned.
Man, this is like, feels so fun. I love going on adventures with Paimon. Oh my god, what is that? And the light turns on in the building. We have to remember to go there. If I forget in this episode, please remind me. Remind me to go there. But yeah, we don't have, like, some teams we won't have Fischl on it. I just saying it straight up because I was like, oh, we can't have Fischl every team. I realized, like, after I was like, maybe it's more disrespectful to one of my favorite characters to have her on a team where she's not being used, you know? I think that's even more disrespectful.
Oh, so then what happened next?
You sit down and wait for some time.
Oh, you've arrived. Please take a seat.
So, they think that they can
We are
go
eavesdropping,
toe-to-toe
okay.
with the boss? Huh. Once we reclaim the power of King Deshret, they'll be the first that the boss punishes.
They're nothing to be afraid of. Our main rival now is the Caracal Battalion. They've also amassed a significant amount of more
Caracal
this time,
Battalion.
so we mustn't underestimate them.
Right, and they have money on their side, which is always like a very positive thing for any side.
How can the Caracal Battalion compete with the boss when they're nothing but a bunch of money-grubbing opportunists out for a quick mora?
So we know that they, at least on this side, believe them to be money-grubbing opportunists.
Yeah, with Boss's fervent devotion, he'll be able to use this power to bring our god back this time.
Huh. All these guys talk about is King Deshret, so they're probably the ones we're looking for.
Greater Lord Ruka Devata. That traitor and her followers must not be spared. The day will come when King Deshret exacts vengeance on Sumeru, and all of them shall be punished.
A traitor? Yeah, what are they talking about? Yeah.
Yeah, Paimon was wondering what they meant too. We should ask about that.
That's
if we get
super
the
interesting.
chance
Okay, and they believe that their king is going to take back, like, Sumeru? Get some information from the Eremites, yeah. So all the oh, these guys here, yeah, Tariq.
Huh? Who are you? What do you want?
Hi, I'm a student from the academia, and I was wondering why you hate Ruka Devata.
A student? What's a student from Sumeru City doing in Port
I actually love their
Ormos?
outfits. They're really cool. I'm looking for info about a certain something.
Ah, well, if it's info you want, you've come to the right place. The question is, can you afford it?
Here you go.
Huh? What is this? Some kind of joke?
Oh, sorry. He must have grabbed the wrong amount. Hey, what do you think you're doing?
He's like, yeah, sure. We're actually gonna lose this cash? It's okay.
But there's no other choice right now.
That's okay.
Here, this is the merchant's address.
Okay, that's
Whatever
fine.
you're looking for, you'll find it there. Hmm? Well, what are you waiting for?
Did I even have 500,000? Probably. I just have one more question.
Oh, that's right. We heard you mention King Deshret just now.
Yeah,
Actually,
this is the
we
most
need to
interesting
know
thing to me
more
for sure.
Because we're
You can do it.
archaeology students.
Good gal. She's able to do it.
Fine. Since you've already handed over the Mora, I guess I can throw in a little extra info.
Give me back my 50 Mora, please.
As you can see, members of Ain al-Ahmar are devout believers of King Deshret.
Yeah.
Years ago, King Deshret founded
Song
the
here is
great
fantastic,
desert
too.
nation that was our homeland. It was an advanced civilization, far beyond anything you'll see in present-day Sumeru.
And when I say, like, to me, like, I think, you know, when I hear music like this, it's not music I would listen to in my daily life. And, like, you know, it's not something you would pop on and, like, you know, I would personally pop on and, like, sit there and draw or whatever. But to me, like, music isn't just about, like, what's fun to listen to in your off time. It's also, like, stuff that fits the theme of the game and fits the area of the game. And I think they're doing a really good job of that.
King Deshret was the rightful god of wisdom, but he was betrayed by a companion he trusted. She even stripped him of his title, God of Wisdom.
So, you mean the traitor was...
So, wait, hold on a second. So if we can review what, like, yeah, he was the rightful god of wisdom. So she's saying, like, the god took his name?
Greater Lord Ruka Devata, yes. That shameless wretch destroyed King Deshret's civilization, and our ancestors were forced to flee to this land where we were made to suffer the tyranny of our enemies.
That's a big, like, claim to make.
Furthermore, she conspired with the academia to cover up the truth of her actions and create the merciful and benevolent facade for which she is now known. Ugh, just thinking about it sickens me.
Yeah, this is like a big claim to make. And we haven't heard anything about this yet.
But the story doesn't end there. Oh no. King Deshret isn't truly dead. The voice of the Oracle has been heard in the desert, prophesying his resurrection.
A resurrection?
Mark my words, our god shall return. And when that day comes, all followers of the traitor and all the desert dwellers who have forgotten their true god will suffer
Oh, and he means
retribution
this.
together.
This isn't something that he's just parroting. He means this. You can see it.
If what I'm saying makes you shiver with fear, it might not be too late for you to become a believer of King Deshret.
He's returning?
I don't have anything to say to you academia people about that. I think this conversation has reached its end.
Not just yet. This man is a fraud.
Oh my god. This is like one of those moments where like the audience cheers.
You again? Deranged academia lunatic.
So he's from the academia.
Yes, it's me again.
Oh wow.
I already warned you that if you weren't willing to sit and discuss things with me, I'd take measures to make things uncomfortable.
What a
for
voice. What a voice. We already know this man is handsome, by the way. We know this man is handsome.
you. Listen to me.
Oh my
That
god.
address he gave you is fake. Or at least, you won't find a merchant waiting for
His
you there.
eyes.
This group has been boasting all around that they can provide information on a certain item as a means of luring people into their territory.
See, it's such a different energy having a character in like a as we did in a trial versus seeing them up close. Look at the eyes. That's what you call a handsome individual. I'm just saying.
Once you show up, they keep up the act until they have hard evidence that you want to purchase said item. Then they use that to squeeze you for all the more
Yeah,
you're worth.
Paimon's angry already. You don't want Paimon angry at you. This is so. I didn't think we were gonna meet a new character in this way.
Hey, shut it, Alhaitham.
Alhaitham.
What are you playing at, trying to ruin our business like this,
Man, I don't know. All I know is like I've been letting pretty people get away with a lot in this game. So you know maybe I think I'm on this guy's side.
I told you the other day.
The eyes are so.
I
They're
wish
so
to discuss
cool.
my terms with your boss.
Ha! The boss made it perfectly clear that he won't negotiate with you.
Yes, and in no uncertain terms. But that was then. It does not preclude him from changing his mind in the future.
Oh my god.
I'm warning you. Don't push us. Or
Dude.
this could get ugly.
Dude.
We don't usually get rough with people from the academia
I
because
wouldn't
it
try
just
it.
complicates things. For a lunatic like you, though, we might just have to make an
So
exception.
listen, Tariq, I don't want to break the fourth wall here. This is a 5-star. Sorry for breaking the immersion, everybody.
If you're suggesting that
Oh
we
my
escalate this
God.
from a verbal exchange to a physical
He looks so
one,
cool.
I accept. After all, even the Archons used war to negotiate the ownership of Tevat. If, on the other hand, we can't agree on any means of negotiation at all, then I'm afraid my next course of action will sting a little more than the mere falling through of a few business deals.
I love we're just letting him do this as well. Just he's doing good.
I will jeopardize the Eremites' reputation, which I know you value above all else.
He's just openly saying, I will ruin you.
I am quite confident that if I began to take such action, your boss would willingly approach me himself. However, I fear that by then, some things will have happened that cannot be undone.
That's like when like the mob boss goes, hey, maybe you have an accident, you know?
Also, a word of advice. I suggest you tell your boss exactly what
Oh
happened
my
here
god.
today. Otherwise, he might blame you for not telling him in the future.
Can you believe this? Like, not only saying I will ruin you, but then saying, also, tell your boss. That's like, that's so cool. That's so cool.
What did you say?
He said, tell your boss. This is like getting into a fight with someone and knowing they have like a cousin who's tougher and being like, tell your cousin. Tell him.
Consider this. Have I ever failed to follow through
Jesus
on my
Christ.
word
He
in
just
the
said this
past?
isn't, he is in the nicest negotiating way possible that you can be. Actually, you know what? No, he's like, it's like mixed threats, right? It's like definitely a threat here. He's not hiding it, but he's doing it in a way that's like, seems like half political, half actual like violence, you know? And like, this is basically saying, hey, like, this isn't a threat, it's a promise.
This guy is really out of his mind.
So they think he's crazy and wonder if he has a reputation.
Okay, then. If you really have a death wish, let's meet a week from today. The pier in front of the Pharos Lighthouse, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, sharp. Don't expect us to
Oh
hold
no,
back.
you guys know I wouldn't. I just have the vibe. Don't do it.
Not so fast. First, you return the 500,000.
Oh my
more
god.
to
So awesome. So awesome. Like, that's, again, like all intentional, right? As they're walking away. Okay, actually, also, give this.
Please, I beg you, don't provoke them. We can't afford any trouble with this crowd. They haven't even paid for their food yet.
Oh, you look tired.
Ah, Mr. Iman. There appears to be fewer staff in the restaurant recently. This wouldn't happen to be because they're all busy spreading the word to the students.
Wait.
Would it?
Oh my god.
Well...
This dude has, like, is just literally has, like, a roll of threats and is, like, rolling them out.
Someone who chooses to do business with a group like that really can't afford to get so flustered the instant someone confronts them about it. Consider the meal compensation for
Oh
your
my god.
silence. I'd say you're getting an excellent deal.
He's fantastic.
Whoa, did you see that? He not only got us our Mora back, but sent the Eremites running too.
That is so freaking awesome.
Plus, he seems to know a lot about what's going on around here. Let's catch up with him and ask some questions.
No, but, like, again, like this, like there's so many characters that have really cool introductions.
After him.
And they're fantastic introductions. So many characters who have introductions that, like, you remember forever, right? And, like, because there's so many incredible characters in this game, whether they jump in into frame or they talk away, they come in from the side, or they're introduced to you by another character, or you bump into him like we did with Klee. I don't think we've had a character who has come in, just like swooped in, was called crazy, started threatening people with, like, very real threats, and then, like, got our money back and then threatened someone else and looked good doing it. I don't know, it's a pretty impressive introduction to a character. Where did you go? Oh, here.
Wait up! It's Alhaitham, right?
Are you gonna talk to us?
What do you want?
Thank you for your help back there. Yeah, thank you so much.
No need for thanks. My goal was to get to them, and you two gave me just the opportunity I needed. We're even.
Oh my god, and he's reasonable too.
Oh, I advise you to keep your distance from them. Since they weren't able to make off with your Mora in the end, they might harass you again in the future.
And caring.
All right. Goodbye.
Hold your horses! We still have something to ask you about!
Paimon is not having it.
Since you tore through their scam right in front of them, you must know the real story about certain something, no?
Who exactly are you two? And why are you inquiring about that?
Are we gonna lie to this dude now? Because I feel like he can see through scams very well.
A student. Right. Look, you should know that those thugs conducting business with you had nothing to do with your lie.
Perhaps we can also talk terms? Yeah, are we threatening him with this swordplay?
Huh? Oh, yeah! He's really strong. Weren't you saying something about a physical exchange? We can help with that.
He doesn't even have a vision. Forget it.
Maybe not, but he can still use elemental energy. Otherwise, there's no way we'd go asking for info from from guys like that. Those high-headed thugs are definitely gonna bring a lot of backup for your next meeting. Even if you don't go alone,
That's Paimon,
you
oh my
won't
god.
regret taking us with you.
Business Paimon.
All right. I accept.
Okay.
Got a pen and paper? If you're searching for someone who sells that kind of merchandise, I'll give you one of their addresses, and you can try your luck.
This is so neat. This is so neat.
We'll reconvene at the appointed time by the pier. It doesn't matter if you show up or not.
Okay. Okay, that's fine.
So, since you were happy to give us this merchant's information, does that mean you can tell us exactly what we're after?
Oh my god, Paimon with a little head tilt as well.
You were willing to part with 500,000 Mora for something and you didn't even know what it was?
Maybe. Maybe.
Okay. Well, if you truly are as skilled as you claim, then you can beat the answer out of them when they become hostile.
Right, it's such this is why I've been trying to get my finger on. He's like so different to like most characters in the game, intentionally so. This is a character who like instantly is just like, you know, I will literally beat the crap out of these guys. You should do that too. How rare is it to have a character like openly say that? There's characters that love like a bit of violence in this game and love defending people and love fighting for people and love a sword fighter, very good at sword fighting. But to have a character we just met be like, yeah, if they bother you again, just like beat the hell out of them and just like, you know, torture them a little bit, you know?
Look, if you've been making inquiries, then you have to know something by now. Tell me what you know so far, so I don't waste time repeating
And he's no
information.
nonsense as well.
We know it's connected to the academia somehow, and that not only do the Eremites deal in it, but some students want to get a hold of it too. What else?
It seems like some kind of knowledge.
You know almost everything there is to know, but you're unable to compile this information because you've never seen the object before.
There you go. I love this dude. I absolutely love this dude. Like legitimately, I love everything about this dude. I think it's like such a different take on a character. And every character is completely different from one another, but like it's so rare to have a character just so be openly like have such a threatening aura, but like you can trust him at the same time, you know?
This is what you've been looking for.
Oh, you have it? Just write that in there?
Paimon can't tell what it is.
Yeah, like it's like, and that's what I love about
Like
meeting.
some kind of
Sorry, Paimon, I interrupted you.
ornament.
That's what I love about meeting characters in Genshin all the time and new characters in Genshin. Like, look at this, we met, you know, Nilu and Diha. Like, what's so cool about meeting two characters like that, like so vastly different from each other, so different from other characters in the game. And then you meet a character like this as well who has like such a different personality. And like, you know, again, like we said, a threatening aura, but like you can trust them. It's like so cool. And like you could say like, well, didn't Scaramouche or Child have a threatening aura? But I feel like, you know, the difference with Child was like from the start, we were kind of like, can we trust him? There was like a bit of weirdness about it. And then eventually we became friends with him to an extent of whatever he feels friendship is, you know? I just love meeting new characters in this game. And I adore this character. It's one of my favorite introductions to a character ever.
This is a knowledge capsule. To put it simply, it's a vessel that can store a fixed quantity of canned knowledge. It's like a miniature Akasha.
Okay.
Anyone who links it to their personal Akasha terminal instantly becomes privy to its contents.
Anyone?
Correct. Anyone. Unlike the Akasha, which heavily regulates who can access what information, knowledge capsules confer their contents without any requisites.
That's amazing.
It's essentially a convenient and harmless vestibule for knowledge. Unfortunately, it's illegal in Sumeru to privately possess or trade them.
I'm sorry. Like, this is not right. He's so beautiful. But yeah, what he's saying is like, it's actually very interesting as well because it's like we know that they were kind of like holding information because for information in Sumeru City, on the basis that like of how experienced we are, what we're supposed to know, and then the other people were also like the information on Kusanali was also like held back. So I wonder if this is something where we can find like as you said like a vestibule of knowledge that is and I wonder if the reason why it's illegal is because it can give us the information that they probably don't want us to know about. That could be the possibility too. I love this character design so much. It's so different in the cutscene. Like, I think it's so different from gameplay to when you see him in a cutscene to me.
They were created as a means for scholars to transfer knowledge gained from Irminsul into the Akasha, and are intended to be destroyed immediately after use. But despite strict regulations, some of these knowledge capsules will always escape destruction. After all, there will always be those in this world who are dissatisfied with life as designed for them by the Akasha and wish to change their fate.
Yeah.
Over the past century, a wide variety of canned knowledge has been leaked from the academia. Now, in Port Ormos, the valuable ones are a means to mora for the Eremites. Meanwhile, those which the Eremites deem to be useless to them occasionally prove useful to the common citizens and hapless academia students. Well, I think that about sums it up.
Seems like it's a knowledge capsule.
Oh, so that's your true objective.
Yeah, we want to learn more about it.
With our current arrangement, I don't believe I can offer an answer.
What do I have to do?
You're still resolved. Fine. Let's talk somewhere with fewer people.
I do love that this guy legitimately was going to like leave. Like, he wasn't waiting for us. He wasn't doing like the really, and again, it's like a different thing, right? I described the same thing, you know, when I talk about how different Sumeru is in terms of culture and stuff like that. like, it's good that there's a contrast in characters. It's good that every character is different. Other characters in this game also do a cool thing where, like, they'd be walking away from us, but they want us to follow them. Other characters don't want to be followed at all. He was just kind of like, okay, another difference in a character and what makes every character so special in this game. He, like, didn't care. Follow me or don't. You know? I'll take this stuff, thank you.
Let's continue our conversation here. If you wish to learn more about the knowledge capsule that the Academia lost, then you must help me with something.
Whatever it is, I'll do it.
I need you to find someone named Dory.
Dory!
A traveling merchant. Unlike the peddlers who hawk inferior knowledge capsules, she often has quality goods in stock. Some say that as long as there is profit to be made, there is nothing she won't dare to sell.
So this is our first introduction to Dory as well, who is a character we've had for a long time.
She's guarded against people from the Academia because most of her wares don't comply with Academia regulations. I think she blacklisted me. I met with her informant, but it soon became clear that they had no intention of letting me get any further.
Oh my god, the idea of Dory blacklisting people is so funny to me. Like, she's so small.
Become one of Dory's customers and earn her trust. This is my condition for further collaboration.
Why do you want us to meet with her?
Until you complete this task, you don't have question privileges.
Yeah, us.
Fine. So how do we go about doing this?
I love the Paimon's voice actor is so good. You know, the
You two are outlanders who haven't been here for long, so Dory should view you as safe clients. I'll give you the informant's address and their contact password.
Okay, lovely.
Beyond the password, though, I have no way of knowing what other tricks she might have up her sleeve. You'll have to improvise.
This is kind of nerve-wracking.
Yeah, it is. It is.
The true challenge begins after you meet her. She has a keen nose for Mora and a shrewd eye for wares, and she only likes customers who she deems to have good taste.
Oh, well, you've no idea. Now, here's the thing. Some people might say I have a bad taste.
I'll prepare some funds for you. Buy her highest quality wares and earn her approval.
Is his hair longer as well than he was in the demo? I don't know, maybe I'm just seeing, maybe just because like we didn't have him for very long or didn't use him for very long. His hair seems longer.
We only just saw a knowledge capsule for the first time. We don't know how to tell which ones are good and which ones are bad. Is that something we can learn quickly?
That's true. Have you two heard of elemental sight?
I can use it, yeah.
Oh? That's a surprise. Guess I'll have to hold you in higher regard. Anyway, that ability should resolve your issue.
So we can tell which ones are better?
Here are 2 knowledge capsules. Tell me, can you detect any difference in their quality?
One's green, one's green.
They look the same to Paimon.
Yeah.
Try inspecting them with elemental sight.
Oh, one gives off a bigger aura or like a more vibrant aura.
Did you see anything?
They both glow green. The one on the left shines brighter.
Rumor has it that higher quality knowledge capsules generally appear brighter when viewed through elemental sight. That's because knowledge originates from Irminsul, the root of Dendro power itself. The more powerful the knowledge, the richer it is in Dendro energy. However, some canned knowledge with a high concentration of elemental energy is of little use in contemporary times, so those capsules are of little value. Using elemental sight is merely a stopgap measure, but it should suffice for earning Dory's trust.
That sounds pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Here's a sheet with the informant's location and contact password, and here is the Mora for purchasing canned knowledge. Don't be cheap. You'll need to spend to catch Dory's eye. If there's any Mora left over, just keep it.
This is so cool. The idea of like flashing the cash so people will get more like their eyes would be on you, you know?
And
super
be
neat.
sure to exercise some caution. There have been Matra present in Port Ormos lately. Your efforts will be for naught if they catch you.
Matra?
They belong to the Academia's regulatory body. They also handle cases of illegal canned knowledge transactions. Like I said, the Academia has banned both their trade and possession. The Matra are razor sharp. You're in for nothing good if they lock their sights onto you. If you two want to back out, now's the time.
I'm willing to take that risk.
Okay, then we have a deal. If you succeed in your
This is
dealings
so
with
awesome.
Dory, come find me at the
This is
Witella
so
Funduk.
awesome.
We'll have an open discussion then.
Sure. This, you know, like...
What Alhaitham wrote, Dory's informant is a traitor near Old Ormos.
Oh my god.
Let's follow these instructions and try to get in contact with him.
To truly, like, try and, like, get across what I mean by, like, why I think this is so awesome. Like, of course you guys, like, you know, we talk a lot about this stuff in these videos. Like, one of my favorite ideas that has shown up in games, and there's a game I played that came out after this mission, of course. I'm not saying, like, again, I think sometimes, you know, people can be like, oh, you saying it, like, copied it, but, like, my audience doesn't do that, but eventually you might get someone. So just be clear, it came out after it. And it's a different thing, but I loved in, like, one of my favorite franchises, the Yakuza franchise. There's a story mission where you literally have to go around and spend a bunch of money to get someone to notice you. And I love that type of stuff because it's, like, apparently, like, a very real thing in the underworld. If you're spending a lot of money, people are gonna, like, look at you more, especially like a salesperson. Are you serious? If you're trying to sell stuff and you know there's someone who's spending a bunch of money, you're gonna see them as someone like you want to get in contact with it. I'm just seeing what's over here. It's really cool. Like if I'm selling loads of different goods and I find out that someone has been, you know, spending a ton of money and they also know the difference between good and bad. By the way, yeah, sorry, I finished my thought first. I just got sidetracked. You're going to want to be, like, attracted to that person and try to get to that person. The water even feels different than it did in other worlds, right? Like, it's not that it's like a bit greener, if that makes sense. Is that, you know, maybe it's because of, like, there's a lot more flora and fauna around. Not flora, not fauna. There's a lot of deers around. It's making the water green. Okay, Calvin, go to bed. Your conspiracy theories aren't working. No, I'm telling you. It's the hilly shows. They're making the water green. I'm telling you. No, go to bed. Latish.
Hello. What are you two looking to buy?
We want to buy some unripe power fruits. Oh my god. They're both the same thing.
Wait, are you sure you're remembering that right?
Oh my god, I'm an idiot.
I didn't think it was that on the
Yeah,
paper.
I'm sorry.
What a unique palette. We have unripe.
That happens to me a lot when they do this, when I have to say stuff. I always forget.
Keep them in the back. I'll have someone escort you.
And we didn't look at the sheet, in fairness.
Following the paper got us past the first round.
I should read the paper again.
Ronak, these two want to buy unripe horror fruits.
That's my bad.
Show them to the warehouse.
Got it. You too. Please follow me.
Man, this is so cool.
You two
Okay,
have
hold on a second here. Let's read that paper as soon as possible. Just so I can have, like, be totally refreshed as we're going into this. Whereabouts would it be? I'm looking for the new sections here. It's not here, it's story quest items. Here? Here we are, informant codes. So here we go. So, wear a morning flower to looking to buy canned knowledge. Wearing a Sumeru rose looking to buy products illegally available on the market. Mouse is a customer. Rishable tiger is Matra. Taken by mice sold to customer. Okay, hold on a second. Let's screenshot this. I think that's a good idea to do. Yeah. That's neat.
No, look again. We're obviously wearing morning flowers.
Yeah.
Ah, my mistake. I do apologize.
Every ship deserves the
That pop quiz sure was scary.
Yeah, but I do like that they're actually holding you to the fact that you have to read
Warehouse
the
is
paper.
up
We don't
ahead.
have to because obviously we
Please
got through it
follow
anyway. I do like that there is like a reason to look at the paper if you want to get it right the first try. I appreciate it. Oh, look at this area too. I don't know if I'll ever get over how pretty this place is. I still haven't gotten over how pretty Inazuma is, so I don't think I'll ever get over it.
Before I retrieve your products, I need to confirm a few
Oh my god, the
things.
trust meter.
Please forgive me, but we may not have sufficient stock for you today. Earlier,
That
many of
was-
our hara fruits were taken by mice.
That means it was sold to customers, right?
Thanks.
Yeah.
If better goods come in, you'll be the first to know.
Okay, awesome.
You look like you have some skill. Why don't I pick out some fruits that'll make you dizzy?
Dizziness that causes... What was it? Dizziness that causes... So tinnitus. Right? No, wait. Dizziness that causes... Yeah, okay.
Yep, that's the right answer. But eating hara fruit that makes your head and ears ring sounds like a bad life decision.
True.
Would you like your hara fruits to be packaged in the Sumeru city or Port Ormos style?
I want to say it's Sumeru City, right? No, it's Ormos, right? But let's see. Which do we want? So yeah, the music's so freaking cool.
I'm guessing that you're going for a more traditional packaging since this is your first time here.
Yeah.
Wait a sec. Sumeru City style means we're only buying
You're
a few
right.
things.
You're...
He won't take us to see Dory if we do that.
That's my bad. That's my bad.
I'm sorry.
No! Okay, we
But
can do
as
this
things
again.
Currently stand.
He's cautious of us. Let's take a quick...
Yeah, no, that's my bad. That's my bad. Yeah, no, I'll have to like, okay, what we'll do is we'll read the paper all the way through and say we don't have to look back into there. That was just a silly mistake on my part because I was like, oh, because we do need to buy a lot. We need to buy a lot. That was just a silly mistake. So we're Morning Flower, yeah, we know this. Customer is Mouse. Rishabola and Tiger is Matra. Taken by Mouse is sold by customers. Taken by Rishabola and Tiger is confiscated by the Matra. Packed in Sumeru side is small amount. Packed in Ormos side is bulk. Complimenting customer skill is a Harford that makes you dizzy. Complementing erodation is the Harford that causes heat stroke. Okay, good. Let's go.
Before I retrieve your products, I need to confirm a few things.
Sure.
Please forgive me, but we may not have sufficient stock for you today.
That means sold
Earlier, many
to
of our
customers.
hara fruits were taken by mice.
Congratulations to you.
Thanks. If better goods come in, you'll be the first to know. You look like you have some skill. Why don't I pick out some fruits that'll make you dizzy?
So I prefer something that causes heat stroke. Should we say this instead? Because I was thinking like the ones that cause heat stroke. He's saying that a customer of skill corresponds to hara fruit.
Yep, that's the right answer. But eating
Yeah,
hara fruit
we got the
that
right
makes
answer
your
already
head and
before.
ears ring sounds like a bad life decision.
Would you like your hara fruits to be packaged
And
in
this
the
is Ormos.
Sumeru
This was just a
City
silly
or
mistake.
Port
We know that
Ormos
we have to get it in bulk, right? This was just a silly mistake. I don't know why, like, I was thinking, oh, like, maybe, like, we don't need it that much, but then again, like, of course, we need to buy a lot. That's just, again, dumb mistake on my part.
Wow, you two sure are generous customers. We'll be sure to package your products beautifully. Okay, everything has been confirmed. Miss Dory is waiting for you up at... Shoot, it's the Matra! Run!
Oh, God.
The Matra? Where? Alhaitham said we're
Yeah, we do have to get out of here.
We gotta get out of here.
And I do trust what he says. I feel like he wouldn't be trying to trick us just for the sake of it, you know what I mean?
We don't know this area, so let's follow that informant.
The music. Wait, did he go upstairs? He did. Up ramp, I should say. Oh my god, look at this ramp. The way they use ramps in this world is amazing, man.
He ran that way.
Maybe, oh, you know what? He's probably leading us to Dory. You know what? I think legitimately he's leading us to Dory. This is part of the plan. That's so neat. Because we haven't seen the Matra at all. So once we gained his trust, he's been leading us to Dory, maybe?
Look, he's over there.
This is so cool. This is such a fun mission. Man, these remind me of like Rivendell so much. Look, it's a waypoint. Yeah, there's... Look at this area too. This is such a cool mission.
Hey, if you're hiding from the Rishbaland tiger, come this way.
So that's...
Another password. Huh? Oh, that voice came from behind the building on the right.
The mantra is the Rishbowl tiger, right? Yeah. If you're hiding from the Rishbowl tiger, so it's over here?
Trust me, I'll find you your perfect CC.
Here.
There
over
she
here.
is.
You can stop running now.
Oh my god, you know what's so interesting again? Like, we haven't gotten any, like, inkling of who Dory is this whole time. I'll let it slide, since we need the business.
But, are we definitely gonna be safe here?
I don't think there was ever a mantra.
These two good customers wish to buy some horror fruit, Miss Dory. And if there's nothing else, I'll just excuse myself.
Little glasses as well.
Oh, very good. Thank you. Huh? Wait, you're Dory? Paimon sure thought you'd look a whole lot scarier. Hey, what are you trying to say, Princess Pea-Brain?
Whoa.
I can be scary enough when I need to be, believe you me. If you don't watch what you say, then you can forget about doing any business.
What you call her? What you call her? Chi-Chi. Klee. Naida. Sayu. Attack!
But it seems you two have actually done pretty well so far. Not only did you manage to find the informant, your reactions were also pretty sharp. You don't really look like criminals or anything, but I bet my Mora that you've been involved in some shady dealings, haven't you?
Honestly though, I made a huge mistake and misclicked Sumeru City, so that's my bad. So really, I'm not as sharp as you think, but I'll take the compliment. I thank you very much.
Paimon's not sure if that's supposed to be a compliment, but we'll take it.
Paimon, you gotta take all you can get.
I can't risk doing business with people who start huffing and puffing after just a few paces. No matter how much Mora they might have. Not only will they get caught by the Matra, but they'll also get us into trouble. As decent folks trying to run an honest business. We don't need any of that. Wouldn't you agree?
She's being very like, I don't know, like, it's actually a really cool character trait. Like, she's like being very, is it not sarcastic, it's more like coy?
So that's why I prefer to have customers like you.
Thanks. See, Paimon, people appreciate us.
It's your first time here, but don't worry, I won't ask too many questions. Even if you wish to buy enough knowledge capsules to decorate your house with, please, knock yourself out. As long as you have lots of round, shiny Mora, then we're all good.
Can you show us your products? So she's obsessed with Mora as well.
Ah, yes, of course, of
Aye.
course. Go ahead, help yourselves. Voila!
Cool voice actor as well. Oh, it's like a overall she's wearing. That's neat.
Wow, she has a trove of canned
This is gonna be awesome.
Whew. She'd probably
That
be
whole
in
mission was so
serious
neat.
trouble if the Matra caught her with all this. What kind of products do you seek, my dear customers? Don't worry, I'm not interested in your reasons for buying. I can, however, offer some suggestions.
I'll be deciding that.
Take this one, for example. An analysis of the sociological ideology and dialectics of the Hilichurls. Only
It's cool
30
glasses, aren't
people
they?
in all of Teyvat have ever studied it, making it extremely rare. It's on sale now for 350,000 Mora.
You'd want to sell me that, wouldn't you?
Yeesh. Who would want to be an expert in that topic?
It's not uninteresting.
Or how about the architectural styles and construction methods of Teyvat in the early Archon War period? With this one, you can become an expert in historic architecture preservation and find an excellent, well-paying job in nearly any nation. Ooh, now this sounds like it could be useful.
Paimon talking to herself is hilarious about this.
2 million Mora, and it's yours. No discounts. Whoa, that's a lot of
It's a lot. It is a lot.
Of course, you are free to pick whatever your heart's desire. The contents and price of each knowledge capsule are indicated in small text on the body of each one, down at the bottom. All right, let's try the method that Alhaitham mentioned.
Yeah. Really cool that we're using elemental sight this way too. Like it's actually within the story elements too. Oh wow. There's 3 of them that are like just pointing at it. And this one. And as well as this one. She's gonna be so impressed.
You've really got a good head on your shoulders.
You think you're funny with that clapping?
The eye for quality.
Yeah, she appreciates this.
I'll take these, please and thank you. My oh my, you are blessed with a taste for both the exquisite and the extravagant. Customers like you are a rare breed. 1 in 100. No, 1 in 1,000 even.
Honestly, like I know she's just trying to butter us up. I'll take it, you know? You take the compliments you put in your back pocket, save them for another rainy day, you know?
Listen, I have a special offer for you two. If you spend just 100,000 more, you can pick any knowledge capsule of your choice up to a value of 1 million mora. Say what now?
I'm convinced my new theory is Paimon is from 2006.
And we get a capsule worth a whole million.
She says, boom shakalaka, say what now? All these different sayings from like skateboarders from like the 2000s. Don't let her trick you into spending more.
All the canned knowledge we just bought is easily worth 500,000 mora. If we spend just a little more, we can
This
get
is the
something
tactic,
worth 1
Paimon.
million mora.
This is the tactic.
Think about it. We've gone to all this trouble to get this canned knowledge. And so far, everything we bought belongs to Alhaitham. Aren't you even the least bit curious about how this whole canned knowledge thing works? We're talking instant knowledge.
I don't know.
Don't you want to try it yourself?
Oh, the shaking the head. You just want to see me try it. I think you're the one who's curious.
Come on. We still have around 100,000.
He told us to buy the most expensive ones on the most important ones.
So let's put it to good use by finding something useful for you.
Okay, we'll go with Mother Paimon.
You've got a deal, Dory. We'd like to spend an extra 100,000 mora. Excellent. Then please select from this fine collection of canned knowledge over here.
So we have another collection as well.
Hold on a second. Paimon thought we could choose whatever we wanted. Why can't we choose the ones from over there?
Paimon's realizing what's happening here.
Oh, but my dear customer, the knowledge capsules over here are worth 1 million mora each. I'm sure discerning customers like yourselves
Again, buttering us
will
up.
be able to find something to your liking. Please, take your time. Uh-oh, Paimon has a bad feeling about this. Let's use elemental sight again to check these.
Maybe she's passed this time. We'll have a look. I'll have a look for Paimon. Paimon deserves to get her feelings validated about this. None. So,
what did you see?
None of them. They all seem to be equally bright.
So, they're all worth about the same amount?
Mm-hmm.
Well, anyway, the mora's already been spent, so...
Wait, we
let's
always
at
spent the
least
mora
try to
before we
find
picked
something
it?
useful. Let Paimon take a look here. An introduction to traditional Sumeru brewing techniques, the art of growing spices.
We spent the money before we picked one?
Runes. Oh, how about this one? Sword fighting techniques 8. Not sure we'd ever find volumes 1 through 7.
That's the thing.
But at least this knowledge should be useful, right?
Whatever makes Paimon happy, we're going with it.
Dory?
Yeah.
We'll take this
Honestly, like if Paimon, wants it, I'm up for it.
All right. Very good. I'm expecting some new goods in the next couple days, so be sure to check back again soon. Whether it's canned knowledge or anything else you need, bring your mora to Dory and doors will open.
She's very good. She's very good at what she does. Again, look at the contrasting characters. Oh, that's what I caught up with. The contrasting characters, how interesting all these characters are. Like, it's a constant thing in this game where, like, every character is so interesting to me. And, like, intentionally so, like, every character just gives a different energy and a different vibe.
Mora, shiny mora.
Paimon, you get along with Dory.
Oh, please, come back anytime you need something.
Well, I've just already put a hit out on you, so they're coming to get you. If you see a zombie coming up those steps, the code for zombie about to beat your butt is What's the code? What can we use for the code? Brains. You're done. If you hear a little pitter-patter come up that stairs, I'd honestly hide behind this guy over here. Or in the plant. Right? If you hear a bomb, run. You hear wind coming? That's Sayu. Don't worry, you have a bit of time. She's gonna fall asleep before she gets here. And if you hear Lesser Lord Kusanali coming, you're already gone. This is a really cool interaction. Wait, what's this? We did not come up this way. It's an elevator. Wait, we did not come up this way. That's exactly why we use the elevator. Let's go. The music's so vibrant here. Higher. Up here, yeah. Man, I love this game so much. Yeah, you know, that was a silly mistake on my part. I think it's because, like, this is one of the first times they've actually held you accountable to actually, like, look at the list. And yeah, we could have memorized it, and I think we did memorize it for the most part. Like, we're getting all the answers right. But I think it's more of a case of, like, you know, having it there just as a security blanket. The screenshot.
You two made it. And from the looks on your faces, you were successful.
Whoa. There's so many
The outfit's so
people
cool,
from
too.
the academia
Oh, I
here.
hate them.
Why would you pick this place as our meetup spot?
Well, Wikela Funduk is under the Academia's control, so naturally the Academia has people working here. I came to Port Ormos under the pretense of conducting official business.
You're a pretty daring guy.
Yeah, pretty guy.
Relax. No one here is interested in anything we say, and the Matcher won't come here. Okay, now, tell me how your encounter with Dory went.
We bought exactly what we needed and one extra.
Okay, we did what you asked. So, can you tell us about the knowledge capsule that the academia lost now?
Before that, I have to ask, why are you two so intent on tracking it down? You don't have to answer.
Yeah, we want to meet the Dendro Archon. Again, I have a lot of trust in this guy that he just doesn't give a damn enough to actually tell other people without anything in return, you know? I genuinely believe that he, like, you know what I mean? I genuinely believe that, like, it's like a trust based on the fact that, like, in the end, he probably doesn't give a damn because it has no benefit to him at this moment, you know?
Yeah, he just wants to meet the God of Wisdom and ask her about something important. We've been in Sumeru for a while now, but we still haven't found a way. When we heard that the academia had lost something that might be related to the gods, we came here in case it turned out to be our lucky break.
In that case, you're on the right track. A short while ago, the Academia lost a knowledge capsule in the desert. It's supposedly a divine knowledge capsule. Use it, and you'll gain the wisdom of the gods.
Oh man, this is actually so helpful.
Wow, there's really such a thing as that? Hey, if we find it, do you think we could learn how to meet the Dendro Archon? Ooh, or how to find your sister?
I highly doubt it has any mystical properties, but it does indeed exist. And it's right here, in Port Ormos.
For real?
So, where exactly?
That's what we need to find out next.
Your goal is to find it too?
I won't deny that. I am investigating because I'm curious as to what the divine knowledge capsule truly is. As you know, the Eremites in Port Ormos also have their eyes on it. It is an extremely precious item. The knowledge contained within may bring great power or wealth to whoever has it in their possession. Several brigades have been vying for ownership of it as of late, but there is still no victor. My personal finances and connections cannot compete with those of the Eremites. After attempting various methods, I finally managed to reach a tentative agreement with several brigades. I agreed to forego ownership of the divine knowledge capsule in exchange for the opportunity to study it. After all, there's no harm in understanding what it is.
Yeah, for sure.
However, there are those who are less amenable to negotiation, such as those from Ain al-Ahmar.
I love the way they say that.
They adamantly believe that the divine knowledge capsule contains King Deshret's power, and that he will return to this world when they obtain it. They refuse to let anyone from the academia tarnish their deity's soul.
Yeah, and this is like what I believe is becoming so interesting to me. Is that like, and like it's like burning inside me that I want to learn as much as I can about this king. It seems like such a cool story.
So you kept hounding them because they refused to cooperate with you?
Yes. Ain al-Ahmar isn't exactly wealthy, but its members are determined to get that capsule by any means necessary. To that end, they've resorted to many methods more foul than fair in order to amass sufficient funds.
Right.
So, I've been sabotaging their business to force them into negotiating with me. The Divine Knowledge Capsule should be up for a secret auction within the next few days. Each brigade will place their own bid, and the prize will be covertly given to the winner. To ensure the capsule's security and to evade the Matra's notice, the winning brigade will not publicly disclose their victory. Unless I know whose hands the Divine Knowledge Capsule ends up in, my agreements with them will fall through.
So this is a lot. I hope you guys don't mind that. I love that they have this new thing. So it's like we have the idea of like the king Deshret, right? And his power that he would return to this world to obtain it. They refused to anyone. Yeah, and we saw this. He was getting so frustrated about the king. He was nearly like he was burrowing holes in our eyes. And yeah, they're talking about how they aren't wealthy. Or Akmar isn't wealthy, but his members are determined to get the capsule by any means necessary. Yeah. So he's been sabotaging the business. The capsule is up for secret auction in a few days, and everyone's gonna have their own bids. To ensure the capsule security, to evade match, the winning brigade will not publicly disclose their victory, just to make sure no one will actually get it. There's so much information here, guys, a lot, and honestly, it's really cool information. So I'm actually so glad they put this in, so like I can actually like, if I do like kind of like want to like look back into stuff, so I can get a full idea of what this is. I love that they put this in. I really do.
Dory is the most reliable source of information, but that avenue was previously closed to me. With you on board now,
it's awesome. This is the whole thing is awesome.
Is different.
Yeah, and like I said, I know I already said it. This is the best. This is one of the best things they added to the game. I love it. I absolutely adore it. Especially when you're doing commentary, you can miss stuff all the time. I love this story so far with Alhaitham.
In other words, you wanted us to befriend Dory so you could find out where the Divine Knowledge Capsule is.
Yes, you can say that. But this arrangement harms none of us. The day after tomorrow, go back to Dory and try to purchase information on the Divine Knowledge Capsule's whereabouts. If she has no information, wait 2 days and approach her again.
Man, there's so many like different like little like ways of doing this, like so many intricate ways.
If I get the opportunity to study the Divine Knowledge Capsule, I will relay my findings to you. Will that suffice as compensation?
Heck yeah, man. You do it. You do it. You do it. I'll say thank you so much. You know, you tell me also how you bursting through your shirt. That's just impressive.
Okay. Then we'll meet up in 2 days.
Alhaitham, before you go, we actually bought a knowledge capsule for ourselves.
With your money.
We're not sure how to use it.
You two want to try using a knowledge capsule? Sure, I can teach you.
Lessons with Alhaitham here.
Doing so right under the Academia's nose is a bit problematic, though. What do you say we head to the outskirts of town?
Cool. Very cool. I love this character, man. I love it so much. I love this story so far as well. Like, it's, again, it's one of those stories that I feel really, like, relates to the culture of the port and the culture of this world. We're learning so much, like, through, like, again, like, what Genshin's really good at is having a basic principle, right? Where it's like, hey, we need to get our hands on this item. That's the goal. But the goal then leads to some of the best, like, story-based stuff you can have in this game. We're learning about the king. We're learning about this, about the souling power, what the people in the again. How do you pronounce it again? I'll look at it again. I'm really bad at pronouncing it. The Al-Aham again. We'll see it. We'll see it again. Sorry, my pronunciation is not always great. And like we're learning also that like again like it's like piece by piece and it's trickled through that goal. You have a goal, and through that goal we get like a lot nice little few story beats. And it's the same thing with the whole game. The story is find our sister. That's the story. That's the goal. That's the plot. But everything around it, everything surrounds it, makes it more interesting and detailed. And I love that. Like look how much we're learning just by hanging out with Alhaitham.
All right, this place works. Show me the capsule you purchased.
Here.
Sword Fighting Techniques 8. Huh. A combat class knowledge capsule. This class is something of a rare find these days. since most have been taken by the Eremites to augment their battle capabilities.
Okay.
Really? Ah, yeah, what a great buy!
I'm so happy.
If you want to determine the efficacy of this capsule, I can evaluate your combat ability. However, effects will likely be minimal if you already possess a high amount of strength.
Right, because we are powerful
We can
enough.
conduct a controlled experiment where you fight 2 battles. One before using this knowledge capsule, and one after.
Okay.
While you fight, we can use an Akasha terminal to monitor your various physical parameters. There may be variances in your physical strength between the 2 tests, as well as a disparity in your opponent's abilities. But don't worry. I'll run statistical analyses afterward to mitigate any confounding effects.
This is awesome. This guy's like everything.
Wow! Alhaitham! You must have been one of those guys at the academia who got top grades on everything. Paimon's curious about something, though. You definitely weren't one of those students who needed canned knowledge to graduate from the academia, right? So why are you risking getting caught by the mantra for this capsule?
I'm curious about this also, yeah. So like the idea of like the risk versus the reward aspect, I suppose, as well, is always like something to be interested in.
When you are unable to understand a researcher's actions, most cases can be attributed to curiosity.
Mm-hmm.
This is but one theory.
Sounds like you're trying to avoid the question.
Fine's like, let me know right now. I bit my lip. Ow. Me doing the Paimon voice, that's what I get.
All right, let's begin the test. Just fight as you normally do.
Okay, so are we fighting as us or as our character? Okay. Initiate the combat test. Let's go. Oh, and they're level 65 because this is the mission. So that means they probably expected you to get here much earlier than I did.
Boring. Evil conquering. Here. Here.
This is too hard. That's too hard. Can you make it a little bit easier for poor old Chow? Just for old time's sake.
All right. I'll link your Akasha terminal to record data. The next step is to use this knowledge capsule. Hold it in your hand. I'll help you establish a connection with it so you can activate its power.
Let's go. So we have to like equip it? There it is. Yeah? As if I saw countless sword-wielding figures fighting in one moment, and then the next they disappeared into the recess of my memory. Holy hell, that's what you saw?
Hey, how are you feeling?
I felt something for a moment. Whatever was inside the knowledge capsule became a part of memory, so it just like joins with your memory.
You mean that it worked?
Hopefully.
All right. Time for round 2. Fight with the same composure as before.
Man, I feel so comfortable around Alhaitham already. You know what I mean? Like, it's nice to have someone like here who's like very, like who we met in Sumeru. Like, cause like, you know, we had Kalei and Ternari, who I love being around. But as soon as you leave that comfort, you're looking for the next comfort, right? And then we found Nilu. But I feel like this is like someone who's really taking us under his wing. Not in a way that like he's like doing it for free, you know. But you know what I mean? It's kind of nice.
Useless.
In fairness, though, Diha and Nilu were helping, very helpful too. And I feel like we did learn a lot from them about this place too. And we wouldn't be here without them. That's the way I see it. Like, it's nice. It's like, you know, I know we like jump from like, you know, do this next, do this part next. But I always love being around characters that I like. And that, because there is a nice comfort that comes along with it. Reinforcements incoming? I bet.
Lament. Worthless.
So these aren't giving off any items, I believe. So... Where'd you go? Oh.
Here.
Barbados, guide us.
Useless.
There we go. So, like, it actually was worse than the first time. But that was my fault.
Now, I'll start recording data again.
Wow, you really were not good.
Alhaitham, how's it going?
Well, the knowledge capsule
2 seconds
purchased
later.
did improve his combat capability. During the second fight, his overall fighting performance increased by 0.073%.
That's all I need.
Wait, how much?
0.73%.
Dory's such a jerk! Dory scammed us! 1 million mora? This thing isn't worth a tenth of that amount!
And we paid a 10th.
Of course, this could be because he is so powerful that the capsule's contents were unable to produce a substantial increase. At the very least, this test allowed me to gain more insight into you two. Our deal seems increasingly worth my investment. I'm heading back to Akela Funduk. I await your response in 2 days' time. This is Mora for when you ask Dory for information. Pay her as much as she requests.
So awesome. And look at this backdrop as well. This is such a cool story. It's so cool. She's away from 2 days from now, which is awesome. Yeah, this Archon quest is long so far. This is the first act. And that's not a complaint, by the way. I actually love it. This is the first act. And already the first act, what it's kind of like, how do I say, like what the first act feels like is like it's a whole story amongst itself, like, you know, because like the first act in a few other games was not like this for sure. Okay, I wonder how we get to this. We have to go underground to find this creature. So I wonder if we get there from here. So maybe we can go down and see if we can find this boss down here. I love the way they were doing like these like little business deals. While it's helping us learn about the history and culture, like the other side of things, is usually that's like what Genshin is very good at. You hear one side of the story, and then you hear the other side. Then you hear another side of the story, then you hear that side. You know what I mean? I feel like that's always what it's been very, very good at doing. It's never just about like one person's take or one... It's on the arm? Can you guys see it? Oh, maybe it's in the arm? I can't see it. I'm trying to turn around here to get it here. No, I know where it is, actually. Up there? No, because I was thinking it was on the thing, but maybe it's up here. No? Maybe below? Who said Fanfanru? Me, Roo. They say Fanfanru, and that's like a lore piece. I don't know if Ashikai's talked about this. Fanfanru in Futurama means your beloved. So I wonder if it is a case of like them saying Fanfanru because it is a beloved. You know, it is the person you love. So they're trying to say they want us to be their Fanfanru. Which look, like I'm taken. I appreciate the Fanfanru-ness of you. But you know, it's just like I can't. It's just not on the cards. Oh my god, like look at the like swampy water too. It's so cool. This is a really cool ravine as well. I guess you could call it a ravine, right? That's not what we're looking for, right? We're looking for Nahida. This is a story for Nahida. It's Nahida's life, and it's now or never. That's the Genshin theme song for the anime. Like, I thought it was a bit weird that they were like, oh, we're gonna do like a Genshin anime. Oh, Razor's on the team. Wait, Razor's on the team? Wait. What team did I pick? This isn't Nahida's boys. What is this? Oh my god, it's Baby Gangsta 2. Look at the original Baby Gangsta team, by the way. Really cool stuff. Yeah. This is dumb for no can hold it. I don't know how we're gonna get to this boss. I wonder if it's a drop below type thing. Or maybe we have to go behind the waterfall. Is there a behind the water? No, it's not. Yeah, it's weird. Because actually it makes more sense for us to go this way. Is there a hole around this? There's a hole here. Maybe it's under here? We can check around the area. And that actually could be the next thing we do in the next episode is check around this area. Oh, there's a little area over there, look. Can you see that? That building over there too, I have to imagine we go... Oh, there's a cave over here, look at that. Yeah. I have to imagine that there's like, whatchamacallit, a story involved in this, like to go to that building over there because it's beautiful. It's one of those designs that sticks in your mind, man. In the distance forever. Is that a cave or is that just a cave in, like, maybe not. I know that's a cave. But there's an area over here. No, that might not be the cave we're looking for. Oh. Perfect. Is there withering up here? Doesn't seem to be right now. The music's so peaceful here too. It does feel like we're in a magical place. And like so far, this place has only been magical, you know? So what we're gonna have to do is once we see this boss, yeah, it's here. We're gonna have to figure out what's the best way to fight it. Oh, it's like a... Yeah, it's one of these boys. Let's see what we can do with this. This is how we level up Scaramouche. A and Blight. So it's a Drake. It's a Drake. We fought something similar before. But remember now this is what I was talking about. If it's a boss, it's gonna have like even more elemental powers here that's gonna be able to fight us with. So I wonder what's... We know Eula's not good for this boss. Because Eula can't... Eula doesn't do... Like, they're strong against physical damage. So I wonder... Yeah, Xiao is gonna be good.
Prepare to die, fool!
Actually, having Benny here is not bad.
Wind, hear me. By royal decree.
Oh, it's electro resistance. We do that. Oh my god. Calm down. It's not like we're in a fight or anything. The music as well, like, again, like the music all over this thing is really, really good. And again, it's like, it's very like, it's different from any other world, and that's the whole point, you know? I keep saying that over and over again, but it's just the truth. Oh, we got it. Okay, when it's moving in on us, okay.
I'm going in! Lament!
Yeah. I don't know what the instrument you would call it though with this music though.
Worthless.
They lost their elements. Okay, I actually think this isn't going to be a pain in the neck to fight. Some bosses can be. This actually, I actually could see myself like peacefully fighting this enemy multiple times. Oh, we're gonna get blasted here. Multiple times a day, like, you know, because like, you know, and not dread it. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like we could.
As you wish, main Fräulein.
Teamwork is dreamwork. Evil conquering. Here.
Like, there's nothing about this boss that's like, okay, I don't want to fight this. The only time I've ever like fought a boss where I was like, oh, I have to fight this boss again was like the fire hand. Do you remember that one for Toma? Now we got through it because eventually once you just like, you know, you just believe in Xingqiu and it's over in a few seconds. But at the time I was just like, man, I this is my least favorite boss to fight in the game. And not because it isn't cool, because the design is cool. But it's more of a case just like it was just like more of a struggle than others, I guess. But it's all about, you know, most bosses in this game could be easier if you you know, do it in the right way. Very cool. So we have enough to like actually level him up again, to ascend him. You're getting close. Not enough to get you leveled up though. The next ascension materials you actually need is only 4 of these, and we can actually just get, in fact, we might actually warp back to the village right now to see if we can buy more if they've reset. I don't think they have though. We'll see. Not here, not Sumeru City. Not Port Ormos. Where else is this again? Here. Is there an easier way to get to here from here? Oh yeah, there is. It's called freaking fast traveling. We can smile again. Yeah, that's actually a very fun boss, and it's not going to be any issue. I'm happy with that. Leveling up Scaramouche is going to be a breeze. Putting on the headphones, fighting against all enemies. Yeah, tell me some of the instruments that are being used here. It's actually very, very helpful for me. I don't know if it's reset because I bought some like yesterday. Yeah, it's not reset yet. It will reset in 12 hours. So we have to. I'll remember to get them like tomorrow. Then that's fine. Yeah, just get them when we can. I'm sure there's other areas you can pick them up too. But for now, guys, that's going to do for this video. Thank you so much for watching the series, and thank you so much for supporting our journey through Sumeru right now. I'm having a blast. I'm having the time of my life. It's an incredible place, a beautiful place to explore. The music is catching me off guard. The new characters are so fun to be here as well. And like, it's like one of those things where it's like in the nicest way possible. Going to a new region makes me fall in love with places like Liyue and Mondstadt and Inazuma as well, even more, and Sumeru as well. Sumeru, isn't it? Why that does that is because it's like they are able to create these worlds that feel so different, have different cultures, have different energy, have different characters, and it just makes me love this game in general even more. Thank you guys so much for watching this, and thank you so much to the Never Gonna Pay Baby Gangster here on Patreon, Tyfire 2, Jamie Bull, Johnny the Banana, the Ghost of Inazuma, Felicious Felix, George Candelaria, Eskun, Yuld, Radish, Fruity, Anusta, Shibata Bread, Malcolm Conde, B Mika, Death Trap, and Lynx Markey. And let us do the thing. Gene, you never get to do the thing. You want to do the thing?